This player prop too high or too low? Matt.
I think it's too high. Like, I think Mahomes should do really well this week. I think the Chiefs probably win. I think we do see a high scoring game, but 325 yards, it's just a lot of yards. Like, we already have this priced into the betting line too, where we have a total at 57.5. I don't think the high scoring game is going to sneak up on anyone. Like, the Chiefs can win something like, I don't know, 31-27. Game comes in right around the number. Mahomes throws for 280 yards because the Chiefs have the lead. And that's really what this comes down to. If you think the Chiefs are leading in the second half, Mahomes just doesn't need to throw as much. They lean on the running game. So I think that that's probably the way this one goes. I think Kansas City, maybe they don't necessarily cover the spread, but I think they will have a lead in the second half most likely, and Mahomes just won't need to air it out. His biggest passing games come in games like Washington last week, where they actually were trailing and Mahomes needed to air the ball out. They've had some games recently where they've been struggling, so I don't really see that being the case. I don't think the Titans are nearly as good of a team as the Chiefs are, and Mahomes maybe just can have a comfortable lead in the second half where the yards don't need to be there.
Pearce, what do you think? 325.5 passing yards right now for Patrick Mahomes on the DK Sportsbook.
That's too low. I completely disagree with Matt on this. We saw the Titans last week just basically relentlessly put points up on a Buffalo defense that's really good. And Kansas City has a fraction of the defensive talent that Buffalo has. I just don't see how Kansas City is going to stop Derrick Henry, or at least to the point that Kansas City can be comfortable and take their foot off the gas. I think at best this game remains close, and if it remains close, Kansas City is going to have to keep passing the ball. Tennessee has a decent run defense. And I mean, we saw it last week. Washington had a decent run defense. Kansas City passed for over 400 yards. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to constantly air the ball out. And plus, that's the big weakness for the Titans this week. They put two of their starting cornerbacks on the IR. Another one is questionable. So there was already holes in this terrible pass defense. Now it's that much worse. I got to imagine that Andy Reid is going to attack through the air on Sunday.